So right now we're going to be going in Navi from PASUC 21 till PASUC 31, or Chafalev till Lamed Aleph. It's in Navi SHOFTIM, the first book, the first part of it. Let's go through it together, and for homework, please go through the video twice. Va'ata Yevusi Yoshev Yerushalayim, and the Yevusi sat in Yerushalayim. Lo harish b'nei Binyamin, va'yeshva Yevusi b'nei Binyamin b'Yerushalayim ad yom hazeh. The Benjamites did not get rid of you people from Yerushalayim, and the inhabitants of the Yerushalayim, they were called the Yevusim. They were there for a very long time. Here it says until this very day, but it meant at that point in time where the book was being written. Vayalu Beit Yosef, and the house of Yosef went up. Gam Haim Bet Kel v'Hashim Imam. And the house of Yosef, for their part, advanced against a city called Bet Kel, and they went up with Hashem, and Hashem was with them. Vayatiru Hashomrim. Hashvayatir Beit Yosef Beit Kel v'Shemeir Lefam Luz. While the house of Yosef were scouting at Bethel, the name of the town was actually called Luz, but they were scouting around that area and looking around that area. Vayarim at Mevoa Ir Vayaku at the Ir Lifichar at the Ish at Kol Mishpachtov Shilechu. He showed them how to get into the city, and they saw patrols that were going around the city, and he saw that these patrols were going all around, and they found a man there, and they said to the man, "Show us how to get into the city, and we will treat you kindly." Right? If you let us know how to get into the city, we won't hurt you or do anything to you. He showed them how to get into the city, into the town, and they put the entire town to the sword, which means they conquered the entire town, and they didn't touch the man or any of his family or anybody there. They let him go, and they said, "You're allowed to leave. You and your family go." The man went to Chiti territory, which was another place, and he founded a city there, and he named the city Luz, and it has been to this very day. It was actually a huge, massive city. V'lo harish Menashe et Bet Sha'an ve'et benotea ve'et Tanecha ve'et benotea ve'et Yoshve Dor ve'et benotea ve'et Yoshve Biliam ve'et benotea ve'et Yoshve Megiddo ve'et benotea ve'yala Kanani Elishev Eretz Hazot. Menashe did not get rid of the following people. And this was a problem. They were supposed to get rid of them, and they didn't. They were Bet Sha'an and the people that lived there, Tanakh and the people that lived there, Dor and the people that lived there, Abilam and the people that lived there, Migdado and the people that lived there, and the Canaanites continued to live there and to make a lot of problems later on. And when the Jewish people gained the upper hand, they subjugated the Canaanites and forced labor, but they did not get rid of them. Basically, they were meant to tell them to leave, either leave or die. Instead of doing that, they said, "Stay, and we're going to make you guys work for us." And that was not allowed. The Jewish people were not supposed to do this. So too, Ephraim did not get rid of the Canaanim who inhabited the city of Gazer. And so the Canaanites dwelt in the midst of the city of Gazer, which was a problem. They were not meant to be there. They were meant to be gone. Zvulun lorish et Yoshve Kitron et Yoshve Nachala ve'Yeshua Kanai b'kirbo v'ayiu lemas. And Zvulun did not get rid of the people from Kitron, Nahalalu, and those cities of Lamas. And unfortunately, and the people there, and they turned them into subjugated workers, made them work. And again, this was not allowed. Asher lo rishu et Yoshe Akko, ve'et Yoshe Tzidon, ve'et Achlav, ve'et Azkir, ve'et Chalba, ve'et Afikai, ve'et Rechov. And Asher did not get rid of the inhabitants of the city of Akko, or the city of Sidon, or Alhab, or Achsav, or Alban, or Afik, or Rehov. And all of these cities, the people still live there, and this was a very, very, very big issue. Essentially, what it's saying over here is that the Jewish people made a big mistake by not getting rid of the Canaanim that were there, and they left many of the Canaanite cities standing, and they just made them work for them or made them pay taxes, which the reality is that's not what Hashem asked. Hashem said, get rid of the Canaanim. They're going to corrupt you. They're going to teach you how to do avodah zarah. They're going to teach you how to act inappropriate. They're going to teach you how to curse, and so on and so forth. So Hashem said, get rid of them. You're not allowed to have them stay here. Either they have to leave by will or they have to die by the sword, but they are not allowed to be here. Unfortunately, the Jewish people did not listen to Hashem in this area, and they left many of these Canaanite cities standing.